cheese and crackers. I was muted. Let's try that again. Let me run that back for you. Snurf, laugh, laugh, sneeze, sneeze, laugh, sneeze, sneeze, laugh. That's what you stepped in. That's what's on your shoe, and that explains the abrasion on your palm. You guys remember that? You guys remember that? That's what you stepped in. That's what's on your shoe, and that explains the abrasion on your palm. Let me run that back for you. Snurf, laugh, laugh, snurf, sneeze, yeah. You guys remember that? All right, guys. This was one of the weirdest intros, but I mean, this is coming from a channel that does weird intros all the time. Guys, wait till you see what we got in store for you guys here. First and five most, square the video. I'm going to go ahead and for whatever reason, I purchased StreamYards. Shout out to StreamYards. Okay, we're live now, but we're going to have to change the privacy on Facebook to public. Done, done, done. Whew. Here we go. All right. Comments. I will only unfortunately see the comments here on YouTube. Man, oh man. And I'm going to invite some people up on the panel today. We're going to be talking about a lot today. Phew. I don't even know where to start today. Actually, I do. Wow. All right. I'm going to get your. Let's first start with your questions or comments. We're going to start with your questions or comments today. And I have a big announcement. So what we're going to do is first we're going to start off with some craziness. First, we're going to start off with a hello and a welcome to Fake Mike Real News. If you've never seen us before, what do we do here? What is the goal? What's the mission statement of this individual, of this collective? Well, it's to create a more altruistic world through nonviolence and the Socratic method. That's what we're here to do, folks. That's the goal here. Golly, right? So, first and foremost, today's scent is Derege pour Homme. It's a very musky, masculine scent. I love the purple. Not going to lie, the purple looks freaking dope, right? And whew, get your questions or comments in there. But boy, am I excited because tomorrow, start getting your questions or comments in here first. We're going to address those first. I'm going to play a video for you. So, if you don't know what we do over here, we do a lot of stuff. So, we've, let's, not to brag, but we've had some pretty swell interviews here on this channel before. We've interviewed Jordan Maxwell not one, not two, not three, not four, not five, 6 times. We've interviewed Fritz Springmeier countless times. Matter of fact, Fritz Springmeier only comes on this show for the most part. Let's see, who else? Jordan Maxwell, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s niece, John McAfee, Dr. Shiva Adiyurai, the inventor of email, who has not one, not two, not three, but 4 degrees from MIT. Pretty impressive, I'd say. I mean, we're gonna go over those a little bit too, but and wow, this is why Tommy's the best. But tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, even though time doesn't exist, I am going to have maybe the coolest interview I've ever done. And cheese and crackers. That's all I was going to say. Hashtag cheese and crackers. This interview tomorrow at 9 p.m. is going to be litty, for real. This is somebody that All right, I'm gonna put out the no, the feed's not cut. Netsky, wow, Netsky. Actually, it's cool. Actually, the Facebook comments do show up. So if you're on Facebook, give us a comment. If you're watching on Facebook, give us a share. YouTube, obviously, if you haven't subscribed, youtube.com/fake Mike Real News. $sign fake Mike Real News on Cash App, fake Mike Real News on PayPal, fake Mike Real News on Twitter, fake Mike Real News on Instagram. We're live on Instagram too. I should have went live on Beagle. Maybe we're gonna go live on Beagle. We'll see what we got here. But we're gonna start going live on all these platforms. So please, the best thing that you can do to help us out, yes, we gladly welcome donations, but the best way to help us out is to share the videos. Don't necessarily even share this video, but tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern, we're gonna share this video. Get your questions or comments in here right now. We're going to play a little video, break it down, then I'm going to address your questions or comments because this is some wild and wacky stuff. So this is the person I'm going to be interviewing tomorrow. Guys, share this right now. I mean, the beginning started off a little rough, right? That was just a mute, and then I had to pause up for a sec here. But I'm at work. I'm making the best of it, right? Whoa, Michaela, cheese and crackers. Don't do that. I mean, maybe you could. You said I was a vegan or vegetarian. What's my favorite meal? Ooh, that's a good question. Stop. Ask. Don't. I'm gonna. Distraction will not save lives. Yes. My favorite meal. My favorite meal is there's a vegan restaurant in Providence, Rhode Island, my hometown. And shout outs to Bam Audit. Shout outs. Who do we got here? We got Brandon, my boy. We got Tommy V, the best. We got Mac, Joel, Michaela. We got freaking Tommy Betalordi. The Red Sox been playing wicked pissa. Food toy. Okay, I'm gonna put the link to join. As a matter of fact, here in a sec. Sorry, I forgot to do that to you guys because we're gonna have a little panel here, and but first we're gonna break this video down. Then we're gonna get your comments. Then we're gonna have an awesome time. So, just enjoy it. We got Joko up in this mofo. So there's a vegan restaurant here called Pianta. And listen, I used to be the biggest, like fried chicken and mashed potatoes, like that is the way. Before I became a vegan, that was like, and everyone subscribe to Bam Audits. Bam Audits is a new channel that I'll be launching in less than 2 weeks with my boy Brandon. Not Brandon Mitchell, who's also equally awesome. I feel like I don't know who a Brandon that sucks, right? Except for that, even that race car driver, he was like, "Let's go, Brandon! Like, let's turn that into yeah." So yeah, Pianta, they have this country fried chicken with mashed potatoes. It's chicken. Wink, wink, nod, nod. But they got mashed potatoes, arguably the best mashed potatoes I've ever had. And then they have this cornbread with drizzled, and then there's a scoop of apricot butter. Ooh, it's giving me goosebumps just thinking about that. So yeah, guys, if you want to order me my last meal, that's what it is. And that shit went up. It's like $30 for that plate, bro. It's like that's why I don't be ordering no more. I'd rather send my kid to college. Good thing I don't acknowledge my children. Just kidding, I don't have any kids. And there should be some other random folks joining us tonight too. We're gonna have a fun discussion, but yeah, definitely check out Bam Audits. All right, now without further ado, get your questions or comments in there. But wow, cheese and crackers.
I thank the gentleman, the gentlelady from
Let me know in the chat, one, if you can hear, two, if you cannot.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Secretary, I watched President Bush deliver a moving speech at the United Nations in September 2003, in which
Let me know if you guys can hear that. I hate the fact that InfoWars is down there. Freaking tell. Okay, you guys can hear that. This is the woman right here. I've had about 3 serious girlfriends in my life, and now I'm at the point where I don't think I would ever marry anybody ever. But if I was to marry somebody, you're looking at her right there, right? If I had ears, I would give her the best Bugs Bunny kiss if she allowed me to. If she allowed me to. I'm just talking about after this video. I mean, be careful. They're saying, okay, great. The audio is great. Be careful. UK lady is a doxer. She may be, but I dox myself on every intro. I don't hide who I am. I don't care. If that's truth, then give me some info. Send me an info on that. Anybody that wants to get in contact with me, whether you're sending me info on anything else or not. And by the way, Eyes, join up. I sent the link. Okay, yeah, I'm sending the link. Hold on. Let me put the link in the chat. How do I do that? Let's see if I have it right here. And if you're going to join from the link in the chat, that's fine. But you're going to have to display your camera, and I might not let everybody in. And no, I don't do Satan because I do Satan occasionally. Satan, but I'm not big on tofu, quite frankly. But in order to join, if you're going to join the chat, and I don't already know who you, even if I know who you are, pop on your camera because anybody can type anything there. I'm not getting bombed by the porn. Okay, it's just not happening. So yeah, there's that. Okay, so this is Cynthia McKinney. She is former congresswoman, former presidential candidate, all around badass. And this is in 2005, and she's talking to Donald Rumsfeld. Okay, so let's check this out here.
Which he mentioned the crisis of the sex trade. The president called for the punishment of those involved in this horrible business. But at the very moment of that speech, DynCorp was exposed for having been involved in the buying and selling of young women and children. While all of this was going on, DynCorp kept the Pentagon contract to administer the smallpox and anthrax vaccines and is now working on a plague vaccine through the Joint Vaccine Acquisition Program. Mr. Secretary, is it policy of the U.S. government to reward companies that traffic in women and little girls? That's my first question. My second question, Mr. Secretary, according to the Comptroller General of the United States, there are serious financial management problems at the Pentagon.
Guys, share this video. Be right back. Share this video.
Financial management problems.
Hi, me.
Yeah, guys. I mean, hang on, because this is craziness right here. We're gonna joined by a couple friends, a couple good friends here. I said Fridays was not for politics, and but I have to. We're gonna have to talk for a sec here, guys. Again, there's a few things that we don't say here, guys. Okay, first and foremost, let me just type this in here. Hold on 1 second there, kiddos.
Hello to you all.
Yeah, okay, Rozier. Yeah, first of all, while I take this note down, why don't you tell a little, I mean, if you know Fake Mike Real News, you know RHTV Live, you know Rozier, he's over there, he's slaying the dragon, figuratively speaking. Why don't you tell people a little bit about yourself and a little bit about your best accomplishments there? I mean, I always bring it up, but let's tell people about it, and then we're gonna get back to Cynthia McKinney. I know you don't like to brag, but I like tell people. Let's have 2 or 3 of your best moments, and then we're gonna get to Mellows.
Well, I have a
Where is you?
hello, Mellows. I have a YouTube channel, right, just under my name, Rogier, and I used to confront the Prime Minister and even the King and stuff. So yeah, but you know, that's what I do.
Yeah, this guy's out here. He talks geopolitics. He talks strategy. He talks about what's really going on in the world that you'll
Yep.
never hear anywhere else. But he also doesn't just do that. He gets out and then he confronts the prime minister, who we can't even really talk about all the things that guy. We can't talk about any of the things that guy does. We're gonna save that for another stream when we're live streaming on our website. But he does some crazy stuff. And the king, imagine the king. Absolutely crazy. Mellows, introduce yourself to the folks.
Hiya, I'm Mellows. Hello, everyone.
Hi, Mellows.
How you doing, Roger?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm fine. Working away. I'm
But,
still...
how's England?
England is wet, miserable, cold. Usual.
Okay. The usual. Yeah.
And Mellows doesn't like to brag either. I'm with 2 humble guys. But Mellows, tell people a few of your career highlights that you've enjoyed over the years.
I was the first man to land on the moon, but no one knows.
Well,
Whoa,
actually, he was actually the first guy to break through the ice wall to prove that there is no moon. He did that live on this channel, as a matter of fact.
Yes.
Not to brag. He's being modest again, but he
I've saved the world 3
never talked
times.
about
No one will ever know.
He did. The thing is, yeah, if he runs out of weed, the world ends. You guys know how there's like the what's that clock they call the doomsday clock, right? And if
Yeah.
it gets to
Yeah.
midnight, right? But only there's actually a real doomsday clock, which is not perpetuated by the think tanks and the Anglo-American establishment. And it's called if Theo runs out of weed, then we're all doomed. So how do we donate to young Theo and make sure that does not ever happen?
You can
I've
also
got an
support
idea.
me.
Maybe someone can smuggle me into the mountains in Morocco somewhere where there's fields and acres of fields.
Hey, watch
I could just-
it. All right, okay. I thought you were gonna say about Morocco. Gotcha. Yeah. Cool.
I was going to say I could start up a bushcraft video channel, YouTube channel in Morocco, in the mountains. That'd be
You
cool.
can also come to the Netherlands, right? And yeah. Never mind.
Roger, how do people support you financially? Because not only are you putting your personal financial life on the line by discussing the topics that you do, and trying to warn the people and trying to wake people up to a nonviolent alternative to what is going on in the world, but you also put your physical life, your own flesh and blood on the line by going out and confronting these people. And we won't say why, but we know why. So how can people support you? Because there have been many opportunities that you sacrificed personally, financially, in your own life, just to try to make a difference in the world. And that's why I admire you. I literally put Roger in my top 10 people and I've met a lot of cool people, bro. But I mean, how many people have you known that have like weekly, multiple times a week, does a show breaking things down? He also breaks it down in Dutch, he breaks it down in English, and then he's out on the streets. He gives you the protests, he gives you the live streams, he's talking to the people that are on the streets, and then he risks his life confronting prime ministers and the king. So how do people support you financially, and how do people find you? Obviously, your YouTube is right below me digitally, right there. So just go type that in, like, share, subscribe, and let them know the fake Mike sent you. But how can people send you a tip for you putting your life on the line, sir?
Just share the link. Whenever I go live and confront these politicians or whatever, it's all on YouTube. So just share the link. I'm not asking for money, right? Because I know it's like inflation and stuff going on. So I don't ask for money. Just
He's not
share.
asking for money if you're living paycheck to paycheck. But if you're not, how do people get in touch with you? Let's just say there's a rich businessman out there, or a Saudi oil billionaire, or a crypto magnate. How do people get in touch with you? What's your email? Do you have an email for folks?
Paradoxpan@gmail.com. So
Paradoxpan, Pan.
Yeah.
Can you type it in the chat? And I'll pull it up. Yeah.
I'll
So
type it in the
that's
chat.
fascinating. Thanks, brother. All right, so we're gonna go back to this right here, and we're actually gonna run it back a little bit here. This is Cynthia McKinney. She's a representative, former representative, congresswoman, and she is in 2005 grilling Donald Rumsfeld. Listen to what this woman says.
McKinney.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Please mute
Mr.
up, gentlemen.
Secretary, I watched President Bush deliver a moving speech at the United Nations in September 2003, in which he mentioned the crisis of the sex trade. The president called for the punishment of those involved in this horrible business. But at the very moment of that speech, DynCorp was exposed for having been involved in the buying and selling of young women and children.
All right. First, because I don't really know how, I barely ever show clips. Again, this interview tomorrow is at 9 p.m. Eastern. Start getting your comments in the chat. I'll actually I'm going to play a few minutes of this tonight. But get your questions, because I know there's a bunch of questions or comments in there. Please share the video if you're just joining. DynCorp, right? She's mentioned DynCorp and how DynCorp got caught trafficking children and how they still had contracts with the Pentagon. She's saying, is it like a policy to do business with people that get caught trafficking children? Now, DynCorp, we've heard about DynCorp for a long time. Why is DynCorp important? Because it came out that Jeffrey Egg Salad Sandwich, the guy Jeffrey Epstein, right? He had
The
a
wizard.
plane, the wizard. He had a plane that shared the same tail number as someone from DynCorp. And keep in mind, here on this channel, not to brag, and the comment, the link, the email for Roger is right down on the thing. So guys, go if you need to get in touch with them, you guys want to donate, you got an idea, something you want to look into, if it's something way you can help my man out, that's the way to get in touch with them. This is coming from the channel here that exposed Epstein before everybody else. Not only did we expose them before, not everybody else. There's a few other people. Shout out to Titus Frost and a few other gangs out there. But we were confronting the people. We were confronting Hillary Clinton twice, Bill Clinton, Michael Bloomberg, Jack Posobiec, Caitlin Bennett. I mean, like literally dozens and dozens and dozens of people.
Joe Biden.
Joe
right?
Biden, right? We become multiple Joe Biden like 6 times. We confronted them all on this Epstein thing before the news knew who Epstein was.
Mhm.
DynCorp has been running this stuff. So then the next question that she goes on to ask, and then I'm gonna kind of open. I'm gonna definitely go to your comments. But the next question she asked, you guys all know. You guys have press 1 or 2 in the chat right here, and then I'm gonna scroll back and I'm gonna look at your comments. And if your comment, if you don't type your comment in again, 1 because it helps me with the algorithm, but 2 also because it's on StreamYards, and I don't know if it's showing top chat or all chat on YouTube, and I always toggle to all chat because why would you, what is the difference there? I don't know. But I like all chat. So comment your comment again, please. But everyone have you guys heard about the 2.3 trillion missing? The 2.3 trillion missing on 9/11. Have you guys heard about that?
I have.
Oh yeah.
1 in the chat and 2 in the chat. Yeah. The reason we've heard about that is because of this young woman right here, Cynthia McKinney. Yes. Okay. So yes, Angel. Thanks to this woman right here on screen, we know about this, right?
Whatever happened to Cynthia McKinney, though? Whatever happened to her?
So what happened to Cynthia McKinney, unfortunately, was this: is because Cynthia McKinney is a beast, the Democrats, her own party, reshuffled the district and helped get her out of there, because obviously the Democrats and Republicans are 2 wings of the same bird of prey that's screwing us, right? And Roger, I'm sorry, I know you're only smoking cigars, but if you could please, I know YouTube's term service. If you could, no, you can still smoke, but if you could just turn your camera off when you do it. And I actually did the same thing earlier and I forgot because it's just force of habit for me to smoke, which is bad. But YouTube, they're
turn
gonna
off the camera.
only when you smoke, because you got a gorgeous face. But YouTube's terms of service is against that. So guys, if you're out there smoking on your streams or drinking, don't do it, because we want to hear what you have to say, even if you're making fun of us. Okay, that's cool. Just a pro tip out there for all the lovers and the haters. So yeah, she's the girl, she's the woman that exposed the 2.3 trillion missing. All right, let's get to the questions and comments here. Let's scroll back a little bit. Let's see what we got. Drop some more questions or comments. By the time I scroll back, I'm sure we'll find them. We're going all the way back. We got Freddy Spaghetti in this beast. Freddy, are you still here? Spaghetti, 8 Mile. Abracadabra is asking if I'm a clone or masked actor. This is actually a COVID mask I'm wearing right here, and this is not my real face. I'm actually a 6'7" Himalayan man.
He actually looks like a Sasquatch in real life.
I do. That's
He's
what I'm going for.
reptilian. Really is reptilian. He's remember David Icke? Yeah, he warned us about him. He
did. Yeah, I actually had one person because I had I had a snapback that said, before I got my dope fake Mike snapbacks with the tags on that let you know I'm cool, I had a Raptor snapback, a black and red one. And people were like, oh, looks like we got a communist reptilian over there. Raptors? Is he trying to tell us he's a reptilian? I was
Oh my
like,
God. Really?
okay, bucko. Yeah. Supplanter says,
You know, it's funny
1906.
though. You've got the MK jumper on today.
This is MK, right? And yeah, this is Michael Kors, aka Mind Control. And and you know what? People get mad because red and black are the I don't care if red and black are the communist colors. They're not going to steal my favorite color. The communists can't like steal my color and say, "Oh, there's a communist color."
Yours before.
Do you know how many other things are red?
Mine,
Bro, reincarnation, there's a high probability that may indeed be possible. So we got our guy in the chat. We got Joel. We got Tommy V, the best. We got Jenny in this beast. We got, let's see, T Dog. What's up, T Dizzy? Hey, guys, in the chat, does anybody have any up dog? We got Eric in this beast. Shout outs to Eric out there in Tejas. Oh, man. Do I miss a Texas weather? But I'm going to Florida soon. Hey, guys, in the chat, who's here? Who here is from Florida? I'm curious. Who's here from Florida? Watching from Houston. Okay. I can't say that comment there, Mark. Sorry, bucko. We got Michaela in this beast. We got Cobham 33 Cam, Cobham 33 Jam. What does that mean? Interesting. What does your screen name mean there? We got Angel. We got Netsky. Always good to see you. Bisay. Let's see who
Breaking
else.
the flaw. Right.
Breaking the flaw. We got Michael Dolans. We got Tizzle out here. Futo, if you want to join up, let me know. I put the link in the chat here so you guys can scroll up. Let's see. We got Eyes in the Audit, aka Mellows. Go subscribe to that channel, man. We got Nitrum Case.
Nice.
Who can it be now? We got John
Eyes on the
Denicola.
Audit. He's the right one.
Got
Isn't
John
he?
Denicola. Say again, Mellows?
Eyes on the Audit is a weird one, isn't he?
He's an odd character.
We're all a bit odd, aren't we?
There's no measure of sanity to be well adjusted to a profoundly sick world. Shout out to For the Record in this beast.
There you go.
Shout out to For the Record. Shout out to Brandon Mitchell, one of my all-time favorites. Lindsay Speaks is here. Good to see you, Lindsay. We got Breaking the Flizzy. We got John Eagle. Good to see you. Let's see who else. We got Angel. We got Satoshi James. We got Iron Man. Okay, cool. Born in Key West, man. Satoshi, man, are you still around Florida, bro? Because, man, you gotta chat. So, yeah, bro. Cheese and crackers. Wow.
This girl is amazing, man. When she ripped apart that guy, you didn't play the whole thing, right? She really.
I'm gonna play it tomorrow.
Good. Yeah, if you guys ain't seen this girl in action, she's definitely worth watching.
Mills, take over for a second.
Yeah, she rips into that guy at that thing, and she don't hold back either. So no wonder why they wanted to get rid of her from position, because that's exactly how they operate. You know, if there's someone there trying to actually doing their job, we can't have that. No. We need a corrupt motherfucker to replace that fucking cunt. Yeah, so that's how they work. You know,
yeah,
spoiler.
Yeah, and literally, there's only one member of Congress right now that I F with, and that is Justin Amash. I'm actually going to put his Twitter up on screen because I haven't checked it out in a while. But take a look. This is Cynthia McKinney. I'll play a couple more. I'll fast forward a little bit because I'll play the whole thing tomorrow, and I'm gonna be interviewing her live tomorrow. Actually, I'm not even gonna play it. We're just gonna go to just because I really want you guys. I mean, wow, dude. I really want you guys to share the video tomorrow. And Satoshi, Brandon Mitchell's in KC. Brandon Mitchell, how come I never seen you when I was out in KC? How did I miss you? And Satoshi James went from one of the best places on earth to one of the. I mean, don't get me wrong, Alaska's cool. You don't have to worry about anything when things break down. But me, No way, bro. I was just watching the video the other day of some dude. It was like, can I? And it's already viral. It's like, can I survive outside with no tarp and no camping and stuff in Alaska?
Oh my God.
I'm gonna do a video, and he did, and I learned a lot, which is cool. But I'm gonna do a video too. It's like it's gonna be a picture of me like in Alaska and the mountains in the background. Can I survive overnight? And then the video is gonna be like, no, and it's gonna make me dead. Like absolutely crazy. I would never want. I mean, don't get me wrong. If things get worse, who knows? But nah, I don't want to. So, Mellows, please mute up when you're.
It's really killing me over it.
Yeah, I know. All right, so this is Justin Amash. You know, I have to give him a follow because he's like one of the few people that doesn't follow me back. Look, James Comey. Oh my God. Okay, first we're gonna go to James Comey. Right? Why does
So
X think that I would like James Comey? Okay, first of all, we're gonna go to James Comey first. James Comey is
Justin guy, who
former
is that?
director. He's the former director of the FBI. Let's take a look at his tweets, and then just for a comparison, then we're gonna go back and look at the only member of Congress that I 100% F with, and maybe we'll read his tweets. Maybe he'll screw it up. But James Comey. Let's see, he reposted. Donald Trump isn't coming for us. The rule of law is coming from him. James Comey writes in a guest opinion. Ooh, these guys are still tripping over Donald Trump. Oh my God. And don't get me wrong, I can articulate why Donald Trump is actually worse than Joe Biden. She's
Trust the
lawyer.
plan.
Ooh.
People, don't listen to anyone. Trust the plan.
Just trust it, man. Just trust it.
Q,
Okay.
right? Q is always right. Yeah, right.
It's time to fix. Okay. It's time to fix
We're gonna
America's
drain the
most
swamp.
dangerous law. Okay, hold on. We're gonna go somewhere with this. This goes to a New York Times article. It says, no, I can't even touch that article. No, we ain't touching that. I opened that up, and that's something you can't. The New York Times can talk about it.
Yeah, but we aren't allowed to talk about it. You see?
You're not the New York Times. What are you talking about?
Even though I broke international news multiple times on record before Wall Street Journal and all other publications, but I can't talk. Literally, I've had CIA whistleblower John Kiriakou, who is the inspiration for Edward Snowden, on my show, and multiple times the video's gotten flagged. But then he goes on the Ghislaine Maxwell documentary for NBC Peacock, and that's fine. That's fine, right? I made a couple cops cry. Thank you. Can I get a donation for that? Can I get a share tomorrow for that? Making cops cry. Cops terrorize people every day. They solve about 2% of major crimes. They don't know the Constitution, and they treat us all like crap, and all they do is harass us. But I didn't. And the funny thing is, I wasn't even trying to make them cry. I was just asking them about their job, and they got twiggered. I was just asking questions. That's what can happen. That's what happens in the 21st century. You ask people questions and they cry. Those cops need a safe space. Then it's not just a female. I made a male cop cry too. I mean, it's all up on my videos. So let's check out Justin Amash's tweets.
They all do the walk of shame, right, Will?
Unfortunately, not always. Not always. Sometimes they cannot deflate their ego, and they arrest me. But guess what? I still ain't got a criminal record, bitches. I've been arrested a bunch of times. And it wasn't just her too, bro. Remember that big dude from, was it Oklahoma or, I always get that one confused, but let's take a look at Justin. This is because that's just like who is being silly. All right. 2 hours ago, my buster says President Biden clearly hasn't learned a single lesson from the follies and missteps of all recent U.S. presidents. Congress, oh my God, this is exactly what I talk about all the time. Congress is the body empowered under the Constitution to authorize the commencement of acts of war. The separation of powers isn't some frivolous. I mean, the way this guy talks, bro. I'm retweeting. This gets a love and a re-X. Is that what they call it now? A repost. President Biden clearly hasn't learned a single lesson from the follies and missteps of all U.S. recent presidents. Congress is the body, not the president, not the judicial. Congress is the body empowered under our Constitution to authorize the commencement of acts of war. The separation of powers isn't some frivolous obstacle to be sidestepped for expediency. The point is to ensure that the American people are represented in matters of war and have the opportunity to contemplate the proposed mission and other strategic options, including alternatives to our permanent presence overseas that leaves so many of our troops in harm's way. Oh my God. Guys, what do you think about that tweet in the chat, guys? What do you think about that tweet? I mean, cheese and crackers, was that a boss ass tweet?
Now, who is this Justin Amish? Who is this guy?
Justin Amash is the only libertarian member of Congress. He's the only member of
Oh,
Congress.
okay.
I think that is libertarian. The vast overwhelm. There's like a couple socialists, I believe. I haven't checked recently. There's a couple Democratic socialists. I think Angus King from Maine. He actually may still be a socialist, or he's got another thing attached to him. But pretty much, it's overwhelmingly Democrat and Republican. Justin Amash is the only congressman of all time, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. That is libertarian. So yeah, and Rogue Spear is like, is that Rogier? Yeah, hell yeah, it is. Take a look at this. Take a look at this Kingslayer right here. By Kingslayer, he doesn't do it with the sword. He does it with his word, because the pen is
Mightier than the sword.
It's mightier than the sword. And I tried telling that to my ex-girlfriend, but she didn't want to listen. She still wanted penis. I couldn't give it to her. Yeah. Satoshi James, blue status master bad, red status master good. No, they're all bad. They're all status masters. But I do love what Justin Amash is bringing, because he criticizes them both equally, and super dope. Yeah, first and only libertarian member of Congress. And he's working with the Democrats on the things that they're doing good. He's working with the Republicans that they're doing good, and he's working against them on the things that they're doing bad. And he's one of the people like myself who hopped up on the shoulders of Ron Paul. He is literally, not genetically, but ideologically, the son of Ron Paul. Rand Paul is a sellout, but Justin Amash is the true heir to Ron Paul's ideological throne. Justin Amash is the new Ron Paul, not Rand Paul. No, he's not, because Rand Paul sells out a little bit, a lot of it, actually. Sorry, not a lot, a little bit, but a lot. Not a little, but a lot. He sells a lot, and a lot of things I don't agree with him on. But Justin Amash does not, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, Ron Paul is OG, man.
Ron Paul's OG. People will still hate on Ron Paul. People still hate on certain other people. That until I have until I have 1,000% overwhelming proof. Cheese and crackers. I have to send a confirmation code, because I'm apparently not streaming on Instagram. If you guys are just joining, get your questions or comments in here, and share the video. I have to send a confirmation code, so I can continue to stay live. Or I guess I didn't go live on Instagram. If anybody follows me on Instagram, it's Fake Mike Real News. Can you tell me right now if I'm live or not, please? And if you haven't, just go over there real quick and let me know if I'm live. All right, let's go to Fake Mike Real News. See if they sent me an
that what's the name he did with Fauci. It reminded me of.
Oh, don't talk about that. No. Don't talk about that.
Tom and Jerry.
Don't talk about that. That's.
I was going to say Tom and Jerry.
Yeah, Tom and Jerry. Okay. So F is Frank. Let's call him Frank.
Yeah. Just like I don't know. It felt like he was holding his punches.
Thank you, Brandon, for posting the link.
Okay, wait. So am I live right now on Instagram? Let me see. Cheese and crackers. What just happened there? Okay, so, bro, what just happened? Okay, cool. Okay, apparently I'm alive. All right, guys. Let me put the link in the chat if anybody wants to join. You don't do IG. You know, I do everything because guess what? These people already know who I am, and the only reason I'm on these platforms, honestly, none of you guys I would never met Mellows, one of the best friends I've ever had in my life. I would never met one of the people I admire the most, the top 10 people I admire most in the world, if it wasn't for going on these platforms. So it's a blessing and a curse. The only reason I'm on these platforms is, quite frankly, is because, trust me, if I didn't find out the truth about 9/11, the Bilderberg Group, the fractional reserve banking, Bohemian Grove, the Central Intelligence Agency, the National Security Agency, if I didn't find out the truth about all these things and do my own research and not take anybody else's word for it and find out, sift through, I spent years. I literally spent years. You don't just wake up and take my word for it, anybody else's word for it. I spent years doing my own homework to see what was real and what was not. And then when I realized when something truly is wrong, and I found out that, yes, 9/11 is not what they told us. Yes, fractional reserve banking and the Federal Reserve banking system, or the Bank of England, centralized banking in general, is terrible. It's immoral. It's unconstitutional. Yes, Bohemian Grove is a real place. Yes, the Bilderberg Group really does exist, right? Yes, the CIA does some terrible stuff. Then I was like, okay, I have a duty to do something about that. And at first, when I first jumped on Facebook, I was known as like Will King Jr., Will Kennedy. I kept changing my last name, right? Because I was still a baby there anyways. And I would just post memes and quotes of people that like said crazy shit, that out their own words, out their own mouths. And then I had a protest for 9/11 one day, protest, rally, whatever you want to call it. And then I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to take some pictures because I want people to know that I went, and I want other people to go. That's right, guys. Fake tits, real dick. That's right, thought provoker. Yeah, you figured me out. These things I had implanted. Man, I've been living a lie. This beard is not real either. So I wanted people to see, hey, look, I'm actually out here. I wanted to say, hey, come out and join me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just some person. I figured, shit, they probably know who I am anyways. If you don't think these people already know who you guys are, bro, like, you're wiling. You're wiling. It's possible. Okay, let me rephrase that. It may be possible to get on the internet without leaving a trace, but I highly doubt that. So we're all here. They all know who we are, anyways, right? So I really don't. I really don't give a damn. I really don't give a damn. I mean, I'd rather live on my feet than die on my knees. I mean, there's some things I don't look forward to, but hey, it is what it is. You know, we try not to talk about, because I had a whole different type of show set up today, so we're gonna kind of reframe things a little bit. Let's see here. Okay, today's been a weird day, guys. Okay, so we can chop it up about whatever. We kind of already broached politics. I don't want to talk about religion. I really don't want to talk too much more about. We can talk about whatever we want. We can even talk about politics. I just don't want to get into tonight, because this is a semi-fun stream. I don't want to get into, Mellows knows what I don't want to get into. I don't want to talk about this. There's certain things. I don't want to talk about police today. I already talked about that. Wow, Thought Provoker really loves that. We got Frank Royce in this beast. Shout out to Frank Royce. Rogue Spear. I'm one of their favorite streamers, and you've never commented before. If I'm so cool, why haven't you never commented before? What do you like about me? What's my favorite video? Fed.
He's been watching you, you know?
Let's talk about how silver is the game right now. Siphonology. Oh my God. Satoshi is so funny, bro. Honestly, I really want to visit Satoshi one day. I've actually asked Satoshi, I'm like, bro, man, you seem super cool. He's like, please don't ever even come to Alaska, let alone visit me. But no, honestly, I'm fascinated with Alaska. And if I got rich, maybe I'd go up and visit there one day. We got Auditing 2 here. Electric Boogaloo says, get your questions in the comments in here. I'm going to run into the, okay, well, I'm going to run to the bathroom and let you guys chat it over. So start thinking, I got locked in a vault. Okay. Auditing 2 says, what up, fake Mike Real News? You are kind of an eccentric guy. Absolutely true. But so is Einstein. That's true. I'm no Alfred Einstein for sure. Your intelligence level and common sense attributes exceed the common man. I just wish more. That's not true. I appreciate you saying that, but it's not true.
Hello, hello.
And, oh my
Hello,
goodness.
Futoy. How are you doing?
Hello. I'm doing good, man. How are you?
Doing good.
Oh, someone
Less
breaking
than
the
1
flaw.
day. Yeah.
Crack it on.
Futoy, I'm going to do the most dangerous thing I've ever done in my life, and I'm going to give you control of the stream while I run to the.
You're fun.
Are you mad? Are you mad?
Yeah, I'm feeling dicey
You love
tonight.
living on the edge, don't you?
Yeah, I need that like rush of adrenaline, I need that. And then breaking the flaw says if I come to his work, he'll give me an ounce of silver, but I'll do a video. Sounds cool, man. You still up in the live for your die? Stay. Get your questions or comments in here. Futoy, welcome to the stream. Futoy, you now control Fake Mike Real News. I am digitally passing you the whisk. I'm going to go take a pee. Try not to get. I give guys. Okay, he's going to delete this channel. So find me at fakemikerealnews.com. Fakemikerealnews.com. Say it one more time, guys. Fakemikerealnews.com. It was great knowing you guys. I'll be live streaming at fakemikerealnews.com soon.
Well, I just corn bombed you.
That was corny as hell.
Not a porn bomb, but a corn bomb, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So guys,
Guys, spoiler alert. Hang on a minute, Futoy. Spoiler alert. Klaus Schwab is a really good guy. Karen.
yes. Thank you for finally admitting it, Mellows.
He is. He's awesome.
Insects. That's what we're going to do. We're going to eat insects. We're going to own nothing, and we're going to love Klaus for it.
All right.
Oh, yummy. Choose between a cricket burger and a cockroach burger. Yay!
Yeah, one world government. It's the only way. It's the only way. Why do we need multiple governments? If we just have one government, we'll call it the WEF. It will run everything for us. We don't have to care about anything. Just go about your daily lives, as long as it's within 15 minutes of your city.
Exactly. You'll own nothing, but you'll be happy, you know. And so
Well,
Look, you don't. You keep. I see all these people knocking it, man. But try it. You know.
yeah,
Don't knock it
exactly.
till you try it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so
yeah, it's good to have nothing, right?
yeah, man. It's coming from experience here. Yeah, it's brilliant.
Work
Love
most of your life. Find a partner, have babies, die, and let them work the rest of their life, and everything will be okay. Nothing to see here.
That's the cycle of life, you know. Work till you die.
These are not the drugs you're looking for.
Exactly.
So how's free time? What's going on?
I'm good. I'm a little bit tired, but I'm good. I'm kind of sorry that I kind of upset Ellie. You know, I like Ellie. I didn't want to upset him. I'm sorry that I upset him, but that was not my.
You mean Eli, the people's guy?
Eli, yeah. But that
Ellie.
wasn't my intention.
Wait. So wait. You literally pissed off Eli too?
He
What's
puts
that?
it
You were there.
every chance he
I
gets.
know. I had to leave to come into. Okay, literally, if you guys don't know,
Listen,
Futoy,
I don't know anybody, right, that he hasn't pissed off yet.
Well, you know what? I speak my mind, and that gets me in trouble a lot. But that's who I am. I can't help it. Like you said, Will, he can't help it.
Futoy.
We love
That's
you.
the
That's why
problem.
we love you, bro.
I'm not sorry for who I am. I'm sorry that I upset Eli, but I'm not sorry for who I am. He just needs to get to know that I'm a person who's going to speak what's on my mind. That's just
Well,
simple
that's
as
the thing is like that's the problem is the person that you are and your opinions. Those are the shit things. Okay, what did you say that pissed him off? What did you say, dude?
I asked him, was that guy that he was going to fight with?
Okay.
Was that,
I thought you. I thought you further.
No. I wouldn't.
Toshi is saying Eli is bad. What do you mean? What,
He
No,
wouldn't
Eli,
join.
Eli's not
What
bad.
it is he,
No,
he
no, no.
tried to join the WEF. He tried
no,
to sign him
Eli's
up to the
Eli,
WEF, but he wouldn't
Eli's
sign
the
up.
best,
Eli is a
dude.
great guy. He's a very level-headed person. No, I do like Eli,
Oh,
but
Eli, I love
I
Eli.
am who I am.
Oh my
you know?
gosh, we got NYC Will here. We got NYC Will. We got the NYC version of me. He got a let's see, he got a hat. That's cool. Hopefully it's a snapback and he got glasses too. He seems like a cooler, better version of me. So if you guys like Will, who knows? Maybe NYC Will's even cooler than me. Probably.
I got glasses too, so there you go.
And you got a hat. You're the
Yep.
you're the Dutch version of me, which is obviously way cooler. Futoy is a loser. Yeah, Eli's a
You know-
badass for sure.
You know what? You know what the good thing is, Will. At least he didn't manage to get Eli to, change sides over to the WEF.
Not yet.
Not
Mellows,
yet.
not
Yeah,
yet.
that's it. Not yet. He didn't tell him about the
Hold my
lovely,
beer.
he didn't tell him about the lovely benefits package that comes along with being.
Did I cut him short? Oh shit!
Hold my cricket flavored beer.
The cricket flavored beer. That's supposed to be fuck. Cockroach.
That's a good one.
Cockroach
oh my
beer.
cricket flavored beer. Oh my god, that's funny because it's true. Oh my god. People be like,
Stop giving
are like,
these
"Hey,
people ideas for recipes, man. What's the matter with you guys, man?
that is that's the funniest thing, bro. That's like I could see hipsters drinking that in 5 years. They'd be like,
Oh
you
yeah.
haven't tried.
5 years,
this.
these guys, after this video, they'd be like cooking it up in the kitchen. They'd be like, that's a great idea. Why didn't
gotta
we
be like
think
this.
of that?
This guy literally like gives this guy's the Nikola Tesla of the New World Order. Just gives him ideas. I can see like next week, all of a sudden Starbucks is gonna come out, and all the hipsters are gonna be like, "Oh my god." Hey, let me finish the joke before you start laughing. All right, I can't deliver the punchline if you're already laughing. So this is what's gonna happen next week. This is what happens. This is how the New World Order operates, right? Futoy comes up with an idea. He debuts it on my show. Then my FBI agent, who always watches, hey Shirley. Then she like immediately texts Klaus Schwab, and then next week this is what we're gonna have. Oh, on the Starbucks app, people are gonna be like, my God, I love this mosquito kombucha. And we're all gonna die. Thanks a lot.
They'll be shaming people who don't drink insect coffees.
Yeah,
Oh.
they'll be shaming us. They'll equate us to Holocaust deniers somehow.
Oh my God, you're drinking a latte? Holy crap!
You're drinking a
How
latte
unethical.
from
Don't you
cow
care
milk?
about the planet? We've only got one planet, you know.
I'll have my latte with grasshopper milk, please.
I'll have a cricket burger, please.
Milk grasshoppers.
Have you ever milked a grasshopper?
I've never
You wanna-
even thought about it until now.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. Yeah. Well, till now, exactly, guys. So yeah, this is the
Thanks
springboard
for that, by the way.
This
Thanks
is
for putting that image in
basically
my
the
head.
marketing. This is the marketing department of the New World Order right here. When Futoy jumps in, it's like, we'll see what they are.
We're gonna save the planet, guys. We're gonna save it. We will save it.
Yep.
You can
Eat
save it.
insects.
Me and my
Insects are good for you.
WIF boys are off to Mars.
Yeah. Yeah.
Screw you guys.
Well,
Screw you Earthlings.
Oh, great. Another planet they can fuck up.
Yeah.
Yeah. In 5 years in Mars, there'll be poverty. There'll be global warming. There'll be
Climate change.
there'll be $20 trillion in debt. You know what I'm saying?
But if you think about it, global warming on Mars would be a good thing.
Yeah, that's true. Well, they say according to mainstream science, they do believe that on Venus for sure, they believe that Venus was potentially a habitable place, and this is all according to them. So I'm not saying I even believe any of this. I'm just saying this is what they say, that Venus was our sister, and they had an out of control greenhouse effect that caused it, and that's one of the warnings for climate change there. But yeah, it's the thing is, right? I mean, we go down this rabbit hole too, but I mean, bro, I really like the thing is, how did Richard? Let's not go there. Let's claims, Satoshi. We're gonna leave it at that. Claims. We're gonna leave that at claims, guys.
What if everywhere humanity goes, to all the planets and all the galaxies we go, we always end up $20 trillion in debt?
Literally,
I
bro.
wonder how come. You know?
And this,
Even get-
that's the crazy thing about it, bro. It's like, like we're here in the United States, we've broken the $34 trillion mark. I mean, it was just last year that it was like 33 trillion, and it's like, bro, do you know how much money $1 trillion is, bro? A trillion, 1 trillion, 1 trillion. We can never pay that back. And then the inflation is getting so crazy, bro. They just, bro, I feel so bad for humanity, man. What did we do karmically to deserve this? I mean, I feel like we must have been real D-bags, all of us, in our past
our
lives.
journey isn't over yet. You know, like we're reaching a goal, a point, right, where we will be really in touch with everything, but we can't be that immediately. It's like evolution. So we physically evolved, and now it's the mental and social evolution is what we're going through. So we can't be perfect now. We have to go through that process. Eventually we will be, but we have to make all these shitty mistakes. But there's a Scottish comedian, right, Kevin Bridges, and he says, who exactly do we owe this money to? And haven't they given up on us paying it back by now?
You
Yeah, I
say,
don't know if you guys saw the last speech that Mr. Schwabi made. Apparently, he made something like 120 odd phrases. He mentioned the word trust 120 odd times in his speech. Yeah, so, I don't know about you guys, but every time somebody tells me to trust them, right? That raises a few red flags for me. You know what I mean?
Right.
why would I trust a Dr. No villain, right? You know,
Just the-
All he's missing is the woolly cat. The
James
fucking
Bond.
cat.
Where's James Bond? Oh, he's
That's
Donald
you,
Trump.
Futoy. That's you.
Oh yeah.
Futoy, can
Why?
you change your
$1
avatar to
million.
you
No,
on
Donald
Klaus
Trump is
Schwab's
missing.
lap, just looking super happy like this? You know?
I can do that. Yes.
Oh, you guys, have you guys? I'm gonna have to go through my Instagram later because I made Futoy make a picture where it's Klaus Schwab standing up, and I stood up like this, with a kiss, and a little kiss to my boy Klaus Schwab, man, because
Oh, hold on.
he needs
Maybe I have
love
that.
too.
Wait a
Thought
second.
Provoker,
Maybe-
Thought Provoker really is going hard with the fake tits thing here, bro. What's up with that, dude?
The fake what?
fake tits, real,
Thought
whatever.
Provoker keeps saying
Projecting.
I got fake tits, man. He's
Might be projecting a little bit.
I
think he means
Thought
me.
Provoker, man. What's up here, player?
I think he means me. Yeah, I got fake tits. I know.
I thought it was a
My tits
Brazilian
are
butt
real,
lift
bro.
that you had.
I got
Prove
some
it.
real tits there.
Yeah, we do. I really need to lose weight after Christmas.
It's after Christmas, idiot. What are you talking about?
No, I need to. That's what I mean. I need to lose weight after the Christmas feast.
That's true. That's true.
All right. While
Yeah,
I'm
that-
looking for that picture, I just want. Can
That's
I
when-
show you this?
Let's see.
I downloaded the wrong Lord of the Rings.
Oh boy.
Hold on.
Do I even want to know?
No, that's for
Which
another show.
one's Frodo? Which one's Frodo?
That looks like Lord of the Cock Rings there.
All right, hold on. Let me find that picture.
Oh my gosh, bro. Cheese and crackers. I'm gonna put the link back in here if you guys want to join. If you guys want to join, if you're watching,
Right, fuck it. I'm going to join WEF right now. I've had enough. I've got everyone today. That's it.
Good. Welcome.
Oh,
Welcome.
God.
Mellows is a big one for us at the WIF.
Whatever
This
happened
is
to Zachary? Did you ever give him what happened? Did he get a good position? What happened? Did he get a pay rise? Did he get
yeah.
some
What happened to
sponsorship?
Zach?
Did he get some sponsorship over there or something? What happened?
his number was up.
Hold on, guys. Angel, what up, Angel? Welcome to the stream. How are you today? Yeah, I said no politics or religion or law, but guess what? We broke every single rule today because that's what we do. We're iconoclast here.
We haven't
take
done religion yet.
Hello,
Okay,
Angel.
guess what? Let me do real religion real quick before we give Angel the floor. All religions are brainwashing. All forms of governments are brainwashing. If you're a Democrat, you're brainwashed. If you're a Republican, you're brainwashed. If you're a Scientologist, Christian, Muslim, Hinduist, you're brainwashed. Okay, Angel, welcome to the stream.
Hi, Angel.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
How's it going?
Welcome to the microphone.
Well, thank you. So I was on listening to you and Yeah Right talk the other night, Will, and you guys were talking about how you really don't own any property or your home or whatever. And so I was curious. I don't know if you've looked into it, and I should have jumped on that night, but I just had things going on. But I'm curious if anybody's looked into, like, when you bury your family on your property, on your land, because I think that changes things. And I definitely know you can do it because it's a tax write-off. So I was just curious.
You can't
Honestly,
do that
Angel,
in
that
the
is
UK.
something that I had never even considered, and that is interesting, bro. Because that, honestly, it sounds like you found a dope little
Loophole?
there. If you guys weren't watching yesterday, just for context, I jumped on Yeah Right the Matrix panel with Bamboo Soldier in auditing Erie County. And shout outs to Yeah Right the Matrix. Everyone go support Yeah Right the Matrix. Go to YouTube, open up another tab, type in Yeah Right the Matrix, and type in filters, channels, subscribe, give them a comment, let them know that I sent you. Yeah Right the Matrix is literally the wisest person I've ever met, and I've met a lot of really smart people. The wisest person I've ever met. And we're talking about the fact that you don't own anything in the United States. You don't own anything because, first of all, even if you buy your house, you're still paying property taxes. So if you own something, why are you paying taxes on it, right? And then even in Texas, they have you can own. Texas is the only state that you can find allodial. You can own it something in a allodial title. But even then, the government can come take it with eminent domain or something else. But now Angel is bringing up something very interesting. And I wouldn't even know what to Google. Angel, how would I start Googling that? Because that's a fascinating take right there.
Just like I was looking at like laws about burying your family on your property. That's where I started. I really haven't gotten too much, but I know it's definitely a tax write-off for sure because I did do research on that. So I know you can do it. And I also found some information that it was saying like back in the day, that's what everybody used to do. They used to get a little box, a pine box, and bury their family on their property. And in order to, make money and charge property taxes, they took that away and made cemeteries. Because I was, from what I've researched so far, like it seems like they can't take your land if you default on your mortgage. They can't take your land if there was a lot of things that I don't even think you have to pay the property taxes anymore because you become considered something else. So it's interesting. It's a lot to go through. So I don't have a lot of details on it, but I was curious if anybody else.
Yeah, if anybody in the comments or the chat has any information on that, please let me know. Put it in the comments. I'd be very curious to hear about that. And then something else that fascinates me too is I've heard, and my friend claimed he actually did this too. And this is something, the first part is true. This part is true. I'll tell you where the part that may not be true. The first part here is true, is almost every mortgage you have in the United States is bought and sold like a bunch of different times from a whole bunch of different banks and corporations, right? And so I've heard that part is true. This part, I'm not sure, but if it is true, holy smokes, we might have something here. Is that if you ask the people that you have your mortgage with to present the mortgage and they can't do it, boom.
The original. Yeah. Yeah, that's the same thing with debt. And I know for sure with debt, like I've never done it with mortgage, but I know for sure with with like any other debt you own, you can send them a letter and they have 30 days to prove that they are the initiator of that contract. And if they don't, they have to discharge the debt.
That's good
And
to
it
know.
can't be on your credit card. I mean, your credit report. And I
What
have a
happens-
letter if anybody needs it. So,
See,
What
How do
happens
people
if
get
you
in touch
sell
with
the
you,
land?
Angel? Hey,
huh?
hey, hey,
What happens when
misogynist.
you
Let's not.
sell the land?
Hey, Mellows. Hey, Mellows. Let's try not to be misogynist and talk over the lady. How do people get in touch with you, Angel? Sexist?
I don't really have like public,
Do you have,
you
do you
know.
have an email? Okay, no. Okay, so if you want to get in touch with Angel for that information, what you do is you message me. It's fakemikerealnews@gmail.com. I will get the information and I will give it over to you. It's fakemikerealnews@gmail.com. One more time, fakemikerealnews@gmail.com. Mellows, please take over the floor, you sexist misogynist. I'm going to take a pee again. And if you guys don't know, hey, why is this weird guy taking a pee all the time? One, I'm weird. Two, it's no measure of sanity to feel well adjusted to an insanely, profoundly sick world. And three, I've had kidney stones about 5 times, and now I'm
shit.
having. Yeah, I've had, so I always have to drink more and more and more. And I'm having a green tea refresher, and I've had a few bottled waters, and I'm working on my 19th. So I'm gonna take another pee. But you guys, please, don't delete my channel. Thanks. I'll be right back. Guys, share, like, and subscribe. Get your comments in here. We're gonna address your comments when I come back. So
Do you drink tap water?
put
Well,
your no, what I do is I'll take the tap water, I'll boil it so the minerals and the chemicals come out. I'll separate the minerals and chemicals and freebase them and sniff them. No, I don't
I'm
drink
wondering,
tap
is
water.
that why you're getting the stones? Is that why you're getting the
No,
butter?
it's kind of a. Let's not talk about that. We'll talk about that off
All right.
stream. But
All
yeah, let's
all
try.
right.
I don't even want to think about that right now. I just
All
want
right. Yeah, it's a
I'll be right
painful
back.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah, not cool.
All right, mate.
Angel, I was going to ask you, what happens with the bodies when you've buried them on your property? What happens if you sell the land? What happens if you buy a land? And I mean, I suppose if you
Well,
buy
I know when you bury somebody on your property, you have to like, what do they call it? Not survey, but you basically have to,
register,
you know, yeah, and you have to have either you get a permit to do burials or you have to have a funeral director do it. But I thought like that piece of land there becomes considered like a cemetery, I guess.
But also,
Yeah,
it's like
what-
6 foot, Mellows. It's 6 foot down. That's the minimum you have to bury somebody without smelling rotten.
I'm just continuing on with the conversation. I mean, what happens if you bought a land and there's, someone's buried on there? I mean, what can you do?
But I mean, I guess the way I would think about it is, I'm sure everywhere there's been people buried, so you probably did it without even knowing. But I honestly, like, as far as like the stipulations from somebody who buried somebody there, I don't know. I haven't.
Well, let's say you bought some land and you know that there's a grave on there. Some the previous owners buried their grandmother on there or something. Is that something that you? I mean, some people wouldn't even consider digging it up and moving it over. But I don't know, just for argument's sake, just for conversation.
I wouldn't disturb the dead, so I would just like
I know
maybe
I wouldn't.
expand the land and make like bury my family there.
What are the legal implications though? I mean, is that something that's legally? I mean, it's your property, right? You own the land. I mean,
Yeah, honestly, I didn't even look that part up. Like if you can just, I'm sure you can exhume the body, but
I mean, personally, I wouldn't do something like that. I know, I'm sure you wouldn't either. But no one here. But some people would consider that, right? I mean,
But where would they put it? Like, where would they put the corpse or the remains?
I suppose the remains and that would be, their responsibility. I suppose, and once it's on their property. But to move, can they move it?
Why would you want to? Like, what would the reason be to want to move? Just because you don't want it?
You need to, I don't know,
scared of the ghost.
Yeah.
Because, like you say, there's dead bodies everywhere, like throughout history.
What the hell are y'all talking about? Dead bodies?
You're saying, we were talking about the burying on your property.
Is it legal to move a dead body that you on a property that you bought?
What if you you bought a property and it had a graveyard on it. You know what I mean?
Okay, first of all,
Would you move it?
I leave for 2 seconds. I get comments. He's got the clap. My bladder was circumcised, and can we move dead bodies on our property? This is why I will. You know, I think I have to mute people when I go to the bathroom. Is this what we have to do here? On
We
this
talk
channel?
about the important stuff here. This is all
Oh
about
my
the important stuff.
gosh.
What
I
people
mean,
really want to know.
it's something that happens all the time over here in London. I remember one time where they moved an entire cemetery just so they could expand the road. Right, they've done it a few times. There was one time where they
Wow,
used.
that's crazy.
Well,
Yeah.
of course, it's not illegal if the government does it. You
No,
know
right.
that expression. It's only illegal if us peons do it.
Mm.
Yeah, the plebs aren't allowed to do anything, but the government is allowed to
Government can
do
do what it
everything.
wants. They're
Don't
above
think.
the law.
Don't
The
stop thinking. It's dangerous.
Yeah.
The public servants are above the law.
No
You
thinking.
know what's
Indeed.
Auditing Erie County in the house. What up, my brother?
the links here if you guys want to join. You guys know what I was thinking? So you go to the bathroom, and you know, one of the things that is, and I want you guys to take, if you take anything from the stream, take away the fact that Futoy is a huge douchebag. But if you take two things from the stream,
I'm
take
proud.
the second here, right? The second part of the stream is 1,000. We got 1,000 subs to Auditing Erie County gets 100K. So go over there. I know my 24 subscribers will help bump up those numbers. Auditing Erie County, I'm going to ask you a personal favor, and I know you've done this for me before. Tomorrow at 9 p.m., I have one of the biggest interviews ever. I want you to really please share that video with former Congresswoman and presidential candidate Cynthia McKinney, all around badass. But if I want you guys to take two things from the stream, it's we don't, and I'm saying this from my own experience. So when I'm pointing the finger at you guys, I'm pointing 3 back at me and 1 up at God. Okay, so maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe I'll point this one back at that dude over there. So this one goes, okay, back at me. Okay, cool. So I'm pointing 4 back at me. Okay, let's point all 9 back at me. Okay.
Let's get on with it.
Gender?
I mean, so okay.
Just spit it out for fuck's sakes.
Here's what a typical day looks like. Here's what a typical day looks like in most people's life. They wake up, they immediately check their phone, and then they'll maybe go to work and they'll listen to music on the way to work, or they'll talk to their friend and they'll go to work and they'll have work in the background, people talking, or their work, and then on the way home they do something, and they get home and they're with their kids. And the only time that a human being is alone with their thoughts nowadays is before they go to bed or when they're in the bathroom. So I was in the bathroom right now and I was alone with my thoughts, and I was thinking, man, what would it be like to be NYC Will? Like, that would be cool. Imagine, like, because I'm just Providence, Will, and that's like low on the totem pole. Like, Providence is down here, and New York City is like the best, the coolest city in the world. And then I was like, just imagine every day I was out with my Timbos and my Yankees fitted and my bacon, egg, and cheese. You know what I'm saying? I was telling people, hey, forget about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, what about the Jets and stuff like that? I was thinking about him.
Walking over here.
That must be so cool, like free glizzies. And just imagine, like,
What's a glizzy?
free
The hell is
glizzy.
glizzy? What's that?
You know what? Let's see what how Urban Dictionary defines it, because I'll give you my definition. It's a hot dog or a gun, or there's a whole. I'm just curious to see how they define glizzy on the slang for
It's a hot dog or a gun.
dog, and then
That's
it's also a hot dog. Yep, so I was right. Yeah, so
That's-
who is this? This is from Sporting News. Why is Sporting News have an article about glizzies? Can you just imagine free glizzies being glizzies? I mean, that would be.
Isn't that a bit confusing though?
Well, I mean, they're both.
The guy
penis-
put a
They're
guy
both
put a
penis-
glizzy in my mouth. Oh, did it have
they're both-
ketchup and mustard? No, it had bullets.
They're both penis-shaped things that will kill you, right? So I mean,
Your penis is the shape of a gun? Wow.
yeah, it's weird because my ex-girlfriend was like, "How do I even work this thing?" And I was like, "Pull the trigger." And I was like, "Honey, stop drinking. Those are anal beads. Hey, that's your strap-on." Free glizzies.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Exposed.
free glizzy. So yeah, I was just in the bathroom imagining like I had the boop 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 bubbles. Like imagine what it'd be like to be NYC Will ordering a bacon, egg, and cheese every day in my Timbos and my fitted, telling people, yo, forget about it. Hey, I'm from York. I'm walking
Yeah,
here. Forget about it.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here. Yeah.
Yeah. So Satoshi James,
Hey,
he had another.
Will, if Erie County is still in here, I've got that idea that he was talking to me about. I've got something to show him when he gets a chance to get over to Jitsi. I've
I
got
think I told you about 4 times not to show auditors your D pics, but I mean, if you auditing Erie County seems like a cool guy, he might be open to the dick pic, so we'll see. But no, serious. In all seriousness,
he gave me a really cool idea the other day, and
yeah, basically auditing Erie County came up with a really dope idea the other day, and Mellows is the people that takes ideas and brings them to reality. It's kind of like Jimmy will fix it, except he's not touching your kids, and real things happen.
Jesus Christ, I fucking hate the way you fucking pick those fucking things.
Only people in the UK or that study my work are going to get that joke, and I know Rozier gets that joke, but yeah, it's
noted.
like,
Mellows is like Jimmy Savile. Noted. Okay.
yeah, like
Words here first, guys.
Yeah.
At
Oh,
least
my
you get
goodness.
fucked sideways on Sunday.
All right, so I say we all of us, we move to Florida, and then when things get bad enough, then we move to like Mexico, Dominican Republic, Costa Rica. What do you guys say? Because I mean, right now people are getting arrested for having opinions. One of my good friends is facing 88 years for nothing, literally nothing. He has no criminal record. He didn't do anything illegal, and he's a Marine Corps veteran who was honorably discharged, and his father was in the Air Force. So I'm getting a little scared, right? So what do you guys think about? We all go to Florida. We try to change the world in Florida. If it doesn't happen, it's cool. You go to
Well,
Dominican Republic. Yeah,
There's
what
an
do you
easy
think?
way to make money in Florida. Did you
How's
guys
that?
know you get $400 per snake you catch? So
Really?
if you,
Is that?
yeah, but I mean, I'm not talking little snakes. I'm talking the big boa constrictors, like the ones they don't want anymore.
Hey,
That are.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. First of all, you're right because I watch Swamp People on the History Channel, and I know Troy Landry goes out there and bags the big snakes when he's not down in his hometown on the off season. Michaela on my own channel is saying that AEC is her favorite auditor. Where do I rank on this? Where do I rank on this auditing list, Michaela? I'll wait. We're gonna shut this whole stream down. You're supposed to lie to me and say I'm your favorite auditor, okay? Well,
Yeah,
okay.
Michaela.
AEC's number one. Okay, cool. Where do I rank on that, Bucko? Buster. Let's see what we got here. But no, wow, what is going? Yeah, they tried that. Freddie Spaghetti said they tried it with the Free State Project. New Hampshire is not free. Not only is New Hampshire not free, and I haven't got a chance to really talk about this. I'm thinking maybe next week we'll talk about this, and that will be a live stream on my website only, because arguably one of the largest the largest conspiracy in the United States, arguably in the world, is occurring right now out of New Hampshire. And not only have the Free State Project people been there. First of all, you can't be free and have a state at the same time. That's an oxymoron. That's like a sovereign citizen. You can't. That's not a thing. You can't be that. First of all, you can't have a free state. But second of all, they've been there for so many years, and not only have they not like done anything, but not only that, they let the biggest conspiracy in the United States occur underneath their noses, and they've done absolutely nothing about it. Now, there's great people out there, and I'm not faulting them for their efforts. But wow.
Which one is that? What are they? Say again.
So if anybody doesn't know, the Free State Project was something that started, I forget how long ago, but it was a bunch of libertarians in the United States, and they came together and they said, okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to find the state that is currently the most free, and then all the libertarians in the country are going to, and from outside the country, we're going to move to that state, and we're going to become teachers, we're going to become doctors, we're going to become legislators, judges, and everything, and we're going to take it over and make it even more free. And I love the idea. We're going to make it even more free, and once once it's free and working out, everyone else is going to want to come there, and then other people are going to want to model their states after that. So it's a noble idea. Stupid name, Free State Project. I mean, it's a stupid ass name because you can't be free and be part of a state at the same time. But I do like the idea. So it's a cool idea, but at the same time, and they have had some small successes, but at the end of the day, literally, yeah, they're libertarian. And I'll tell you what, Supplanter, they're libertarian status. However, there are a lot of libertarians who are anarchists in disguise. It's just the way it is. And Satoshi definitely puts power corrupts absolute power. And that's another thing too, right? There's a reason we're the mess we're in. The number one killer of all people is democide, which is murder by their own government. These statistics do not consider the deaths occurring in wars. It's just murder by your own government, right?
260 million people died the last century by the hands of government.
Wow.
And that's not including war. And so the problem is we keep trying to shuffle people over and think, oh, if we elect the right people, if we get the right people, no. We need to get rid of nonviolently. We need to the Declaration of Independence says that all humans are born with unalienable, which means cannot be taken away from us, rights. That we're born with these rights and they cannot be taken away from us. And that to ensure that these rights are secure, we're going to create this government here. And that if the government becomes antithetical or hinders or stops or is not supporting our rights, then it is not only our right, but our duty to alter or abolish it. This is the founding document, even more founding than the United States Constitution.
This is why you guys got guns over there, man. You know?
It doesn't do it. I mean, guns don't do it. I mean, honestly, unfortunately, guns, like, first of all, I don't believe in violence. I do believe in self-defense. But honestly, like, we don't have guns over here. We really don't have guns over here. Like, there's a few people that have a few guns. And I really don't. Let's not talk about that right now. I'm sorry.
But Will, right? I agree with you. Non-violent. I totally agree with you. But when you really think about it, though, for real change, like America was found on violence. I mean, when the world wants to go against Putin or anything,
in America,
it'll have to be a violent solution to other countries. You know what I mean? But I do agree with you. I don't condone violence. It was just seems to be the way of the world. You know what I mean?
So yes, but what happened is right there is the United States is, first of all, severely flawed in many, many ways. But what happened is that we just replaced the king for another form of government. And as I just said, government doesn't make a difference if it's a dictatorship or somebody that pretends they're free like the United States. It's still the number one cause of death. So what the true evolution is when we find out we don't need governments. The true next evolution won't be a violent revolution or an evolution, is because it's going to be the first evolution in human history that is based on the idea of nonviolence solely. Because this is the point: governments themselves, every single government is inherently violent.
Yes, it's absolutely. Yes.
So the next way of thought. First, the idea was let's govern ourselves, and it's not. You're really not governing yourselves. You're just having other people govern you, and they pretend not to be the king. But the next step is, okay, we govern ourselves truly. Like, I govern myself, Mellows governs herself, Angel governs herself, Rozier, and so on and so forth, right? That's the next step. So I don't believe that the next step does require violence, because the next step is based on the non-aggression principle, which is nonviolent. Angel, your thoughts?
Yeah. I'm not saying it requires violence. I'm saying that that's the way the world is right now. So,
I mean, like
I say, it's another example. Will, it's another example of if the government's doing it, it's legal. If we do it, we get locked up violently.
Well, yeah. And so the thing is, you can, and even take it back to a more basic premise, you can never solve a problem with the same form of consciousness that created it. right? The Hatfields
Right.
and McCoys, you can never so. Don't get any illusions here. We're never going to solve anything. The things that have made the best changeover, Gandhi brought the British Empire to its knees, and he didn't raise one gun. He didn't even put clothes on, right?
Yeah,
He brought
Gandhi
the British.
did that, but it wasn't a solution because, I'm not getting at British people because I have a lot of my friends are British at this stage. I have a lot
I'm
of
sorry to hear
British.
that. I'm very sorry. To
No,
hear that.
I do have a lot of British friends, Mello being one. But what happened at that time is Britain destroyed India. The reason India is the way it is today is only because of Britain. Before Britain, India
Yes.
was a very rich, prosperous, respectful. I mean, it was
okay. Yeah. You're right, Puto. You're absolutely right. But Gandhi was the one that the first, and that was already happening before Gandhi. Gandhi was the one that got the British Empire to leave. And now, granted, all those horrors and atrocities in the caste system had already occurred, but it literally took one guy without a gun and all the people on his back to finally get the British Empire out of there. That's my point, right? Is they came in here, they destroyed an entire nation.
They destroyed it. There was nothing to stay for.
In non-violence.
It was a shithole by the time they were finished. There was nothing to stay for. It wasn't a hard push to get them out, to be honest with you. But Gandhi was brilliant, and his ideas were brilliant, and not everything about him was brilliant, but that was brilliant what he did. That was
ultimately, there's only one thing you can change.
Sorry?
You. It's all you can change. You can't change the world. I've been trying for more than 25 years. You can't change anything but yourself.
Yeah.
You can change your choices. You can change
you can change yourself. You can be the solution you want there to be. You be what it is you want there to be in the world. And that's all you can do. And maybe talk other people into it. And I think you're very good at that, Mellows. I think you're very good at spreading that message to other people that we have to, that there is a better way. We don't have to just be sheep and follow the farmer, you know what I mean, from one field to another. Yeah.
No, because that requires looking to someone else, requiring a nanny, requiring somebody to help us out, requiring somebody to pick us up, dude, we are the heroes in our story, right?
Yeah.
You are the hero in your story. Will is the hero in his story. Angel is the hero in her story. If any one of us wants something done, guess what? Who's going to do it?
You have to do it.
Right? Ourselves.
Right? And no one else going to do it for you, man. They're too wrapped up in their own shit, right?
Yeah.
All you can do is maybe help them. But you got to help yourself first, right? You got to be able to help yourself in order to help them.
Yeah, you got to be the change you want there to be.
That's it.
And the more people who do that, and there's enough people who believe in that change, the world will change.
That's right.
That's how it works.
Walk the walk, basically.
Yeah. It'll take a while, though. You know,
it will. We're not mentally evolved yet as a species. Far from it. Far from it. We're so emotional and full of egos and all sorts of crazy emotions like hate and jealousy and all these things.
Yeah, and a lot of that has been propagated upon us, foisted upon us by the people that run this world, right? Because like a lot of this, some of this stuff is human nature that we'll never get rid of. There's always going to be a segment of the population. We're never going to completely eradicate theft or murder or rape. I mean, maybe we will, but in the foreseeable future, it's not going to happen, right?
Yeah.
But what happens is the people, the societal engineers, the people who have taken what Freud and Edward Bernays have done and understood the human subconscious and the human mind in groups and also individually, and they've understood propaganda that the Americans used, that the Germans stole from the Americans and used, and they've been using marketing for many, many, many years. So they play upon our very human nature to bring out the absolute worst in us, and then they'll castigate us for having our own opinions. Then they'll chemically neuter us, and then they'll add jack shit in the food and the water. Angel, I know you were trying to get a thought across, but these sexist misogynists here are so full of testosterone that they can't care about anything more than
kill.
Thanks.
Yeah, I mean,
I
these guys are
appreciate that.
truly primates, and I apologize for that, Angel. Where were you going? What was your question, comment that you had, or your thought that you're going to roll with there, Angel? And keep in mind, you are muted.
Um, I honestly lost my thought. Sorry.
Okay, thanks. Chalk another one up to the patriarchy. Thanks a lot, guys.
I think I can catch you up. You wanted to dig up my grandmother from your land for
I'm
some reason.
sorry.
Oh my God, no, I
I'm
wasn't even
sorry.
thinking about that topic
Credit
anymore.
with that one,
Um, no, honestly, I think it was more about when you're talking about evolution, but it'll come back. I'll let you know.
So, guys, I also want to
Before you
say,
move on, Will, sorry, I just had 2 points there. Just before you move on from a different subject. Oh yeah, right. I can't remember the second one, but the first one is there's a theory, right? A new idea that humanity is the prelogue to AI. So our reason for existing was to invent AI, and AI is the future of humanity. But besides that point, that I just remember the
I
second
told
point.
you, WEF.
What they want to do is they want to genetically modify humans. They want to integrate us with technology, right? They want to put chips in our heads so we can use the internet better or something. So they want to. They're gonna genetically modify us and
Drill.
and make us into some sort of cyborg monstrosity.
Great.
Make us not
Thanks for
them.
regurgitating my talking points from 20 years ago. It's already
Yeah,
here.
well,
They
it's
already have
true.
Neuralink.
You are ahead of the time. Well, I've always believed that. Yeah.
Here's a
Yeah.
conspiracy
Well,
theory for you. How about, sometime in the future when all of these people are not even human anymore, and
They're not going to. Yeah.
the only humans are going to be these so-called elites, right? And then they're going to shove this Nibiru story down their throat that they are the gods.
Anunnaki.
Yeah.
But I don't think they'll remain human either, because if all these cybernetic enhancements, you're going to see better, you're going to think better, you're going to everything better. They're not going to stay human. They're going to want a prolonged life, 500 years. And you know what's weird, right? Right.
I
So
would not.
eventually.
Like hell would I want to live another 500 years, man?
Yeah, but that's only the start. So they want to eventually. They're always trying to prolong life. But when you look at the Bible, at the start of the Bible, right, it goes through a list of names and their ages, are all between 500 and 1,000 years, right? And there's a theory that humanity has risen and fallen, right, 5 or 6 times already. So could they have reached that prolonged age, and then it all went to hell and there was only a couple left, and they started, as in the stories of the Bible, being 500 years old and 1,000 years old? And
let me address that real quick. First of all, Roger Hop, you got some amazing art there, and thank you for showing that up while we got there.
Awesome.
First of all, the Bible, there's no evidence of anything that has ever occurred in the Bible. However, I do believe it's quite possible that humankind has lived a cyclical nature, meaning that we've had golden ages, silver ages, collapse, and so on and so forth. I think that's obviously evident when you take a look at things like Göbekli Tepe, Teotihuacan, and some of the other ancient monolithic structures that you see across the globe, that even us today, we have difficult times understanding how they made them, let alone even if we could even do them to this very day. So those are definitely things to ponder. Guys, we've been rocking for an hour and 35 minutes here. I want to give the floor, first of all, to Angel, because I'm a feminist, and I apologize to all these hatred-filled misogynists. And then we're going to say our final piece. I want you guys to say anything that you have on your mind, your final piece, how people can support you financially and otherwise. Then we'll go from Angel, Futoy, Roger, and then we'll end up with Mellows, because he's the OG here. But yeah, Angel, thank you first of all for joining the stream. Second of all, great question. That's something we're going to look into for next week. So I'm gonna do my research. First of all, Angel's like Angel is even more humble than Mellows because Mellows just pretends like he doesn't do awesome shit, but Angel like will ask a
I'm
question.
more humble than they are.
You're the most, honey. You're the most.
Misogynist.
The most humblest.
I'm
The
the
most.
most humblest and the least argumentative.
If you say so.
So, yeah,
talk.
Angel, any final thoughts? How can people help and support you? What you got going on in the future? What's going on over there with Angel?
Nothing's really going on with me right now. I haven't got anything started up, but I do have ideas, and I'll share them on a different date. And what was on my mind is when you said you're a feminist. I'm not a feminist. So it
I'm
made me
just
laugh.
joking, but in all seriousness, I'm not a feminist. I believe that, and I also do not believe that men and women are equal. I believe equal means
No, they're
exactly.
not.
I believe that there's some things that men are better at, and I believe that some things that are women are better than. And I believe that we're the yin and yang, and we need each other in order to survive. That's how all humans. That's how all species work. Not all species, but the majority of species work. So yeah, Angel, I appreciate you joining us. I'm not a feminist. I'm not. I don't categorize myself into any ideological stance. I'm a free thinker and an iconoclast. Futoy, thanks for destroying my stream and having it devolve into nothingness
You're
and losing all my subscribers. But in all seriousness, I tease Futoy a lot because one, I legitimately hate him as a person. I hate his personality, but also
Good.
yeah, no, but Futoy does amazing work. Honestly, Futoy is a good friend of mine. I talk to Futoy all the time. And he's got great work. He also has his own YouTube channel called Futoy. So check it out. Futoy, it's spelled just like he has it down there. And Futoy is also an amazing dude. He's helped me out a bunch behind the scenes. Any final thoughts, Futoy? How can people help you out? Tell people about your YouTube channel and your overall failings as a man.
Yeah. I mean, I'm 4 foot tall. I've got a small PP. No. I don't particularly need people to follow me. What I prefer is people following Will and Mellows and Rogier. I've just met you, Angel, so I don't know much about you to include you in that. But I want you to follow these guys, and do what you can for these guys. That's what I do. I try to help these guys as much as I possibly can because I believe in them. I really do. I am. It's true though. Will's joking, but I can be a bit of a dick at times. But that's just...
yeah, he really does, man, and he does a lot to support the community. He really does. I've talked about it on and off here before, but yeah, he really does. He really is somebody that amplifies everything that we do, and he's also somebody that helps facilitate the things that we need to do and helps make them practical, and is a really dope person and a very good friend of mine. Rogier, again, this guy is the guy that you can check him out on Facebook. It's RHTV Live, RHTV Live, or find him on YouTube. And I'm going to put it right up on screen right now. It's ROGIER. It's like Roger, but there's an I before the E. Hop. It's right on the screen. Go check him out. He does streams in English. He does streams in Dutch. He breaks down what's really going on. He doesn't wear any makeup. He's not controlled by the corporations, and he's out there in the streets giving you the real deal from the streets, the protests, the people confronting the prime ministers and the politicians and the king, bro. I've never seen a king do the walk of shame until I met Rogier Hop. So that's pretty cool. I mean, it's one thing to make a cop do a walk of shame, but the king, that's pretty epic. So Rogier, how can people help you out? Any final thoughts you want to make, and what is the meaning of life?
The meaning of life is to transcend towards the future, right? And how to help me out, just share my videos and give a like and stuff like that. And before we close off, the Netherlands is on fire, right? The farmers are protesting here. Many highways are.
Why are they protesting? Tell people, because because me and you talk all the time, but most people out here in the United States do not. Why are the farmers protesting?
The government wants to cut their benefits and stuff like that. And there's also a so-called nitrogen problem, right? Which they put on the farmers, and that's basically it, you know. And the farmers are protesting, so it's yeah, the highways are on fire and stuff like that, man. You know, it's amazing, really is amazing. The Netherlands is on fire.
It's literally on fire, and it's crazy because the Netherlands, the majority of it is mostly underwater. So I mean, it's crazy that that's even physically possible, or yeah, I guess physically possible is the correct thing. Mello's been a guy for over 2 decades that has built the infrastructure and created the personalities around us in order to do this. Mello's final thoughts. Also, I wanted to let people know what you've been cooking up, what people can take advantage of now, and how people can help and support the tireless work that you do. Mellows is a guy that you don't see him, but every single day, bro, is out here working on something and helping us progress. So yeah, Mellows, what are you cooking up? What can people take advantage of? And any final thoughts, sir?
Yeah, I was gonna say followers. I'm not here for followers. You don't really want to be following me. I'm blind as a bat. You know, be like the blind leading the blind.
We love you, Mellows.
What I'm looking for is leaders, right? Each and every one of you has so much potential. Some of you have already reached legend status, in my eyes, anyway. I'm here for you guys, man. I'm here for your ideas. You got ideas? Bring them to me, man. We've got a forum, vigilante.media. You can sign up to the forum. You can post some ideas. If you want to contact me, you can contact me through that. Erie County, if you're still listening, bro, I've got a nice little app for you I've been working on. It's exactly what you need. This is what we need. We need to create a community. We need to come together. We need to set our differences aside. I mean, we can have a laugh and a joke, but in all seriousness, every day we have to walk the walk. Every day we have to be a better version of ourselves. Every day we need to try to make this fucking world a better place, because you know, no one else is, right? There's too many bad people out there doing bad things and not enough good people doing good things. So the only way we can turn that around is if each and every one of us just does one thing, just one good thing, just one. You know?
Yeah, totally agree,
Help each
Mel.
other out.
Thank you for your help. Guys, don't even share tonight's video. I really, really, really want you to join tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will be interviewing Cynthia McKinney, former Congresswoman, presidential candidate, all-around badass, one of the coolest, dopest people in this entire. I mean, like she's just incredibly fantastic. This is one of the best interviews I will ever do. I need you guys to all join me tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern, to get there. Get ready. Get ready. If you haven't already shared, like, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, do it now. And so you hit the bell for notifications, because tomorrow night we are going live. And again, we're going to do it. We're going to be here. We're going to be live. We're going to be doing it. We're not going to be doing it with any like suits. There's going to be no makeup. I'm not reading off a teleprompter.
Is it bigger than McAfee?
It's going to be good old me. It's going to be food shutting the hell up and a fake mic. Real news. Peace out, folks.